He forged my signature, like it was nothing. My own son. Why? In the next few minutes, you'll find out how one signature nearly cost me everything. It started small, a notification I wasn't supposed to see. Then, a loan, in my name, a debt I never agreed to. But the deeper I looked, the worse it got. This isn't just about money, this is about trust, and what happens when it breaks. This is my story, and it's nothing like you think. Thank you for being here. Have you ever trusted someone so much you never thought to double-check? Or believed family could never be the ones to hurt you? Before we continue, share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more quiet, powerful stories like this one, hit follow. Say something under this video. Even just one word. Where are you watching from? What time is it? This is my story. Congratulations, Deborah. Your auto loan has been approved. Your first payment of $712.54 is due on the 5th. Enjoy your new car. I blinked. For a second, maybe two. I just stared at the screen. A mistake, obviously. I mean, I didn't buy a car. I don't even like driving anymore. Then the phone rang. This is Chase Auto Loans. We're calling to confirm the pickup of your brand new 2024 Honda Accord, financed under your name. My heart stopped. What? Ma'am, this is just a confirmation. Your son handled the paperwork on your behalf. You co-signed. Everything looks good. Co-signed. I grabbed the edge of the kitchen counter. Cold, sharp, real, unlike this nightmare. I didn't sign anything. The woman on the phone paused, hesitated. I could hear it. The awkward shuffle of someone who suddenly realizes they're part of something very, very wrong. Is there someone else you can check with? My mouth was dry. My palms were wet. My vision blurred, like the air was made of static. No. There had to be an explanation. I hung up, dialed his number. Hey, Mom. What's up? His voice, casual, carefree, like nothing happened. I breathed, in, out. No words came. Then, I forced it out. Did you use my name to buy a car? Silence, then a chuckle. Relax, Mom. It's not that big of a deal. I'll handle the payments. You're being dramatic. Dramatic. His words didn't feel like words. They felt like a slap. No, worse. Like someone slowly closing a door in your face, knowing you're on the other side, screaming. I hung up, or maybe he did. I don't even remember. I just sat there, staring, hands trembling. And that was the moment something inside me broke. Not in the way you think. Not loud, not messy. No, it was cold, clean, precise. This wasn't just betrayal. This was war. I couldn't sleep. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at nothing. My hands kept opening and closing, like my body was trying to wring out the anger. Was I crazy? Was I overreacting? Or was I finally seeing the truth? I grabbed my phone. Out of habit, out of panic. I don't even know. And there it was. A notification, a text, a glitch. Or maybe the universe got tired of watching me be blind. Group chat. Family hustle. Excuse me? I don't have a group chat like that. I tapped, and I read. She won't know until it's done. Don't stress. Yeah, just act sweet for a few days, then it's ours. By the time she figures it out, paperwork clears, car's ours. Easy. 3 names. My son, his girlfriend, and my ex-husband. My throat closed. No sound came out. Just a dry gasp. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't a dumb decision. This was planned, organized, a full-on family-sized betrayal. I scrolled. More messages. She never checks her credit anyway. Boomer brains, they don't get it. I told you, Mom's soft. She'll forgive anything. Soft. Forgive anything. You think so? I put my phone down. No, actually, I slammed it down, hard. The rage that hit me wasn't loud. It was surgical, focused, clean. Check your credit. I opened the app, waited. Fingers ice cold. Ding. Accounts found. 3 active loans. Wait, 3? I clicked. Auto loan, $36,241. Personal loan, $14,500. Line of credit, $7,200. My hands shook. I wasn't even mad anymore. No, this was deeper. This was something else. And then my email pinged. Another notification. Reminder, rent due for unit number 208 Pacific Grove Apartments. Rent? Unit number 208? I don't live there. I've never even been there. I clicked the invoice. Tenant, Deborah Thompson. Leaseholder, Deborah Thompson. What the hell? My legs went numb. How long? How long have they been draining me like this? I stood up, walked straight to my file cabinet, pulled every document, every old folder, power of attorney, joint accounts, bank authorizations, everything. And as I sifted through the mess, I realized something. I gave them too much trust. Way too much. But guess what? That ends tonight. Game on. First thing in the morning, I drove straight to the bank. Didn't shower, didn't eat, didn't even brush my hair, didn't care. I sat across from a young banker, mid-20s, nervous, fake smile. He clicked on his keyboard like this was just another Tuesday. Hi, Deborah. What can I help you with today? I slid my ID across the desk, looked him dead in the eyes. I need every transaction, every withdrawal, every loan, every authorization for the last 2 years. He blinked, coughed, shifted in his chair. That's a lot. Do it. Click, click, click. Silence. Then his face changed, color drained. Mrs. Thompson, there are several accounts here I didn't expect to see linked. Pull them up. And he did. A business account, opened under DT Consulting LLC. A second checking account, linked to my name, my social, my credit, $18,000. Withdrawn in chunks, labeled family support, living expenses, business investment, business. I don't have a business. Then he clicked another tab, and my stomach hit the floor. A wire transfer, $7,800, to my ex-husband, memo line, car flip seed money. My hands turned to stone, cold, heavy, numb. Can you print everything? I asked. Yeah, of course. Pages started spitting out, page after page after page. Anything else? He asked. I nodded. Yeah, freeze every single account with my name on it, right now. He hesitated. Even the joint one. With your son? I locked eyes with him. Especially that one. Click, click, done. The sound of that button, the freeze, might be the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. I grabbed the stack of papers, stood up, turned to the kid. Thanks. And one more thing. If anyone tries to move a single dollar, call me first, before you even breathe. I wasn't soft anymore. I walked out, sat in my car, breathed. Hands gripping the wheel so tight my knuckles went white, and just when I thought I'd hit rock bottom, my phone dinged. A new email. IRS notice. Failure to report rental income for property at Pacific Grove Apartments. Rental income. They didn't just steal from me, they made me the criminal. My head dropped against the steering wheel. One word left my lips, whispered, guttural. Enough. I drove straight from the bank to the lawyer's office. Didn't even call ahead. Didn't care. Walked right in. Do you have an appointment? The receptionist asked. No, but you're going to want me to have one. I dropped the folder of bank statements on her desk. It's fraud, identity theft, elder financial abuse against me by my son. Her face shifted. She picked up the phone, whispered something. A door opened. Come in. 20 minutes later, I sat across from Alan Price, 50-something, sharp, aggressive, the kind of lawyer who probably sues his own relatives for fun. He flipped through the documents, fast, his eyes scanning like a predator. Then he looked up. This is bad. Yeah, and it's going to get worse. For them. His hands tapped the desk. We're locking down everything. Filing criminal charges, civil claims, fraud, elder abuse, wire fraud, state and federal. I nodded. Also, he leaned back, smirking. You're gonna want a forensic accountant. Fast forward 2 hours. I sat in a different office. Different man, different energy. Darren Green, forensic accountant, ex-IRS, ex-something else probably classified. Gray hair, piercing eyes, a man who doesn't blink unless it's for effect. He scrolled through my credit report, pulled tax records, checked the county property database. Faster than I thought was legal. Click, click, click. Then he turned the monitor toward me. You're not just the co-signer, Deborah. You're the owner. Of what? I croaked. A property in San Diego, a business in your name, a second car loan, 3 credit cards, an unsecured personal line, multiple cash apps connected to your bank routing numbers. I blinked. Excuse me? Look. His finger jabbed the screen. This PayPal? Fake. That Venmo? Fake. That Cash App? All tied to your social. They've been using it for years. Quiet, small, growing. And now, he scrolled, they tried scaling it. My mouth went dry. Scaling it. Like it's a business. Yeah, car flipping, fraud-based financing, property scams. This isn't amateur hour anymore. This is felony territory. Then, the cherry. He pulled one more file. Here's the lease for that apartment. Tenant, Deborah Thompson. Occupant, Melissa Ray. My son's girlfriend. Rent, $2,400 a month. On autopay, from my checking account, and I never even knew it existed. I sat back, stared at the ceiling. How long have they been bleeding me like this? Darren folded his hands, didn't smile, didn't blink. Long enough to think you'd never figure it out. Oh, they were wrong. Dead wrong. By the time I left Darren's office, I wasn't scared anymore. I wasn't confused. I was focused. Sharp, ready. Check every document, every signature, every line. I got home, pulled down the file cabinet, poured everything onto the kitchen table. Power of attorney, joint account forms, bank authorizations, credit applications, car titles, old tax returns, page after page. My life, in paperwork, and hidden inside it, their fingerprints. I flipped open a folder labeled Estate Planning, and then I saw it. My signature, but not my hand. Sloppy, tilted wrong, wrong pressure, wrong stroke. A forgery, obvious, blatant, dated 2 years ago. A power of attorney, giving my son access to everything. I never signed that, ever. Next page, another. 2 credit card applications, signed by me, except not me. I flipped to the mortgage refinance packet, my jaw clenched. A cosign line checked, signed, me, except, no, not me. This wasn't one mistake. This was years. Years of quiet theft. Small enough at first that I didn't notice, then bigger, then bold. And the worst part? I trusted him. I trusted all of them. Then my phone buzzed. A text from a number I barely recognized. Grandma, I need to tell you something. My granddaughter. My son's daughter. I think you should see these. A flood of screenshots hit my phone. Group chats, messages, voice memos. I scrolled, my hands shaking. My heart? Ice. If she finds out, play dumb. She's old. She won't fight back. Get the money, get the house, then cut her off. Cut her off. My own son, my own blood. No, no more. Not a single dollar more. I stood up, walked to the shredder, grabbed the old family photo off the wall, slammed it face down into the trash. This ends. Now. I didn't call. I didn't warn them. I drove straight to the dealership, pulled into the lot, walked right past the glass doors, straight to the front desk. Hi, welcome to... I need to speak to your manager. Now. The receptionist blinked, Something in my voice told her. This wasn't about browsing SUVs. She picked up the phone, whispered, hung up. A man came out, mid-40s, polished, smile tight, corporate fake. "How can I help you, ma'am?" I slammed the folder on the desk. "This car." I pointed out the window. The one under my name was purchased with a forged signature. His smile twitched. A bead of sweat hit his temple. I'm sure that's, let's step into my office. We sat. He flipped the folder open. His face paled, fast. "Yeah, this isn't, his hands trembled. "This isn't your signature." "No, it's not." Silence. Heavy. Thick. Then he sighed. Shoulders dropped. "Look, I'm going to be straight with you. You're not the first." "Excuse me?" "We've had a couple of cases like this. Same buyer, same co-signer. Different parents, different relatives. Your son and his girlfriend, they've been running a scam." My jaw locked. "Explain. Everything." He ran a hand down his face. "They come in, flash some cash, claim the parents' co-signing, bring fake paperwork. We don't always check as hard as we should." "Not my problem. Cancel the contract." "Legally, I can if it's fraud, but..." He flipped open his computer, clicked, scanned, then frowned, hard. Oh, God. "What now?" This isn't the only car." "What?" He turned the screen. My name. 3 vehicles. 3 loans. 2024 Honda Accord, 2023 Dodge Ram, 2022 Tesla Model 3. All under my name. I gasped. I believe you." His voice cracked. "I believe you now. This is big, bigger than I thought." My hands gripped the chair, nails dug into wood. "Cancel. Everything. Now." He nodded. Fast. Panicked. "We'll cancel. Refund. Reverse the loans. But, Deborah, you need to know. They've done this at 3 other dealerships. You're not the only victim." My mouth went dry. 3 other dealerships. I stood. "Send me every document, every log, every recording, every piece of this deal. I'm filing police reports today." He nodded, pale. I'll have legal call you." I turned, walked out, didn't even glance at the cars, because I knew now. This wasn't just family betrayal. This was a crime ring. I didn't drive home. I drove straight to the police department, walked through the doors, straight to the front desk. "I need to report identity theft, fraud, elder financial abuse, multiple counts." The officer blinked. "Okay, let's start with some paperwork." I slapped the dealership files on the counter. "You might want a detective. This isn't small." 30 minutes later. Detective Laura Bennett, late 40s. No nonsense. 0 smiles. Took me into her office. She scanned the files. Fast, efficient, eyes narrowing, page after page. Then she leaned back, arms crossed. This is organized fraud." "Yeah, you sure it's just your son?" I inhaled, shook my head. "No. His girlfriend, my ex-husband, maybe others. I don't know how deep this goes yet." She nodded. "All right. We're opening a full investigation. Financial Crimes Unit. You'll need case numbers for the banks, IRS, DMV, credit bureaus." Click, click, click. She typed like a machine. "Also," she glanced up, "I'm flagging every vehicle registration, every property, every financial institution tied to your Social Security number. Effective now." A pause. Then she looked me dead in the eyes. "You did the right thing coming here. But Deborah, you should prepare yourself. This won't end quickly or quietly." I nodded, tight, cold. "I'm ready." 2 hours later, I was sitting at the forensic accountant's office again. Darren had news. Bad. Deborah. I found 2 more credit lines, opened in the last year. Where? Best Buy. And Wells Fargo personal line, $2,500. Jesus. And there's more. He scrolled. A PayPal business account, opened in your name. Used to funnel money from marketplace sales. Marketplace? Yeah, your son, or someone, has been flipping items, electronics, tools, furniture, bought with stolen credit, resold for cash. On my credit. Yep. I closed my eyes, breathed, counted to 10. Didn't help. Is it enough to press full charges? Darren nodded. Hard. It's not just enough. It's overwhelming. Then, his printer started spitting out papers, a thick stack. Here's every transaction tied to your name, past 5 years, legit and fraud, side by side, color-coded. I scanned the first page. My hands trembled. The numbers, the dates, the theft. They've stolen over $100,000. Silence. Cold. Heavy. Then Darren spoke. Quiet. Dead serious. Deborah, I need to tell you something else. I looked up. What? He tapped the last page. They tried to refinance your house. What? Last month. Application denied because your credit started collapsing. But if they'd done it 2 months earlier, you'd have lost the house. My breath vanished. Gone. They tried to steal my house. Darren nodded. They were done bleeding you slowly. This was the end game. They weren't just stealing. They were planning to take everything. The next morning, I wasn't the victim anymore. I was the executioner. Step 1. I opened my laptop, typed a message. To whom it may concern, nah, too polite. Backspace. This is a public warning about ongoing elder fraud involving stolen identities, forged signatures, and financial abuse. The primary suspects are my son's full name, his girlfriend's full name, and my ex-husband's full name. Here's the proof. Attach. Screenshots. Bank statements. Loan documents. Text messages. Hit post. Facebook. Nextdoor. Reddit. Boom. In less than 10 minutes. Comments exploded. Oh my God, this happened to my aunt. I know them. They rented from me and trashed the place. This family is a scam. Dozens. Then hundreds. Private messages flooded in. More victims, more witnesses, more dirt. I wasn't just taking back my life. I was taking back the narrative. Step 2. Local news. I forwarded everything to Channel 8. Subject line. Elder fraud story. I have receipts. Within an hour. Phone rang. Hi, is this Deborah? This is Allison Grant from Channel 8. We want to talk. Great, let's. Step 3. Detective Bennett called. Deborah, just got word. Search warrants were approved this morning. My heart stopped, then kicked into overdrive. We're hitting your son's place, his girlfriend's apartment, and, she sighed, your ex-husband's office. When? Now. Units are rolling. I paced the kitchen, every muscle tight, fists clenched. Then, text from Detective Bennett. It's done, I called her, straight to the point. What did you find? She exhaled, hard. Deborah. It's worse than we thought. Fake IDs, fake power of attorney forms, blank checkbooks, credit card skimmers, printers for fake documents, boxes of stolen goods, laptops, phones, tools, and a folder labeled Backup Plans. Inside, applications to refinance my house, plans to file for conservatorship over me, notes about selling my home and moving me to a facility. My knees buckled. They were going to institutionalize me. Yes. Bennett's voice went cold. They were. Then the final punch. Also, Deborah. They were planning to empty your retirement accounts next. Paperwork was half filled. My fingers clenched the edge of the table. They were going to erase me. Completely. Bennett continued. All 3 are in custody now. Booked, fraud, identity theft, elder abuse, wire fraud, multiple felonies. Bail denied. Silence. Thick. Heavy. Real. For the first time in months, I exhaled. Fully. Checkmate. My turn. News broke faster than I expected. Channel 8 ran it at noon, then Channel 5, then Channel 12. The headline wasn't subtle. Elder fraud ring busted. Victim speaks out. My face, right there, big, under it. Photos of my son, his girlfriend, my ex, in handcuffs. Then the phone started, ringing, non-stop. Old friends, neighbors, strangers. Deborah, I'm so sorry. You're brave. This happened to my dad. They got away with it. You give me hope. But not everyone was supportive. Family started circling, the toxic ones. First, my sister. Deb, this is family. You don't need to drag this out in public. I laughed, sharp, loud, cold. Drag it out? They tried to steal my house, my retirement, my life. Silence. Then the guilt trip. Still, they're your son, your ex. Maybe just drop the charges? Handle it quietly? No. Her tone snapped. You're embarrassing the family, Deborah. I hung up, didn't even answer. Then came the text. From my nephew. I think you should know. They dragged me into it. They used my bank account for transfers. I didn't know it was fraud. I swear. Oh. This went deeper. I checked the forensic reports, pulled the logs Darren sent, and there it was, clear as day. Transfers to my nephew, multiple, over months, $2,000, $3,500, $1,200, memo lines, consulting, storage fees, transport. He was part of it, whether he knew or not. I texted Detective Bennett. Add one more to the list. Already working on it, she replied. Meanwhile, the public kept watching. The news wasn't slowing down. Facebook groups were on fire. Posts hit 10,000 shares. People came out of the woodwork. Former landlords, former friends, ex-employers, all with the same story. Lies, scams, theft. They rented from me, left the place trashed. They borrowed money, never paid back. They used my credit card once, never got it back. This wasn't a one-time mistake. This wasn't family confusion. This was a career, a lifestyle, built on stealing, built on me. Detective Bennett called, straight to the point. Deborah, we're expanding the investigation. IRS is involved now, and the state AG's office. How bad is it? It's organized fraud, interstate, federal case now. Federal. A cold smile hit my face. Good. Next call came from Darren. Deborah, it's moving fast, faster than I've ever seen. How fast? Federal orders. Every account tied to their names is frozen. Checking, savings, business, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, crypto, gone, locked. I exhaled. First real breath in weeks. And your house? Protected. AG's office flagged it. No more attempts to refinance. No more liens. Nothing. Untouchable. Then he paused. But you need to hear this. What? They opened a shell company 6 months ago. A shell company? Yeah, dummy corporation, fake business, opened in your name, used to launder money from the fraud. He emailed the documents. I opened them. DT, Family Holdings, LLC, owner, Deborah Thompson. I almost laughed. Not because it was funny, because it was insane. They built their crime ring, using my name. Darren kept going. They funneled $86,000 through it, claimed fake income, wrote fake invoices, used it to qualify for more loans in your name. Can it be undone? With the feds on it? Oh yeah, but what? They also tried to apply for an SBA loan, pandemic relief, fraudulent obviously, filed under your social. Jesus. Good news. It was flagged before approval. Bad news. IRS knows. They're coming in hard. Phone beeped. Incoming call. Unknown number. I answered. Deb, it's me. My ex. Look, this got out of hand. We should talk. Settle this. Privately. No need for court. No need for lawyers. Let's be reasonable. I blinked, then smiled. A real one. Settle? Yeah. I mean, you don't want to drag this out. Bad for everyone. We're family. I let that hang. Heavy. No. Click. Hung up. 2 minutes later. Text from my son. Mom, please. We didn't mean for it to go this far. Let's talk. Please don't ruin my life. Ruin your life? You tried to erase mine. Same minute. Another text. His girlfriend. We can fix this. Let's be civil. No need for cops. I didn't reply. Not to any of them. I forwarded everything to Detective Bennett. Her reply came fast. Standard. They all beg when the money's gone. Then came the kicker. She called. Her voice, sharp, direct. Deborah. AG's office filed asset seizure motions this morning. County clerk just approved. Meaning? Meaning their cars, their accounts, their electronics, their valuables, all getting seized. Today. Today. I smiled, sat back, sipped coffee, watched the news roll in. Warrant served, assets frozen, cars towed, storage units opened, contents seized, laptops, phones, cash, jewelry, all bagged and tagged. This wasn't revenge, it was correction. 2 weeks later, the courtroom was packed. News crews outside, reporters, cameras, microphones. Inside, dead silence, heavy, tense. Then, they walked in. My son, his girlfriend, my ex, orange jumpsuits, handcuffs, no smiles, no swagger. I sat, straight, still, didn't flinch, didn't blink. They scanned the room, looking for me, found me, eyes locked. My son tried it, that look, puppy eyes, fake remorse. Didn't work, not anymore. Judge entered. Bam. Gavel. This is the arraignment for... He listed their full names, 3 counts each of felony identity theft, wire fraud, elder financial abuse, grand theft, forgery, and more pending. Prosecutors stood. AG's office sent the heavy hitters, woman in a navy suit, cold eyes. Your Honor, the state recommends no bail. This is organized crime, coordinated, premeditated, calculated exploitation of an elder victim. Their lawyer, public defender, scrambling. Your Honor, these are family disputes, misunderstandings, poor communication. Judge cut him off. Hard. Counsel, stop. I've read the filings. I've seen the evidence. This isn't a misunderstanding. This is systematic fraud. Systematic fraud. The prosecutor laid it out, piece by piece. The fake power of attorney, the forged loan applications, the shell company, the PayPal scams, the attempted house refinance, the stolen retirement funds, every receipt, every text, every message, on record. The judge leaned forward, eyes sharp, voice cold. Ms. Thompson, would you like to make a statement for the record? I stood, slow, deliberate, faced the bench, faced them, faced everyone. My voice, steady, clear, loud. For years, I believed I was the foolish one, the gullible one, the forgiving one. Turns out, I was just the target. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't family drama. This was betrayal, cruel, calculated, greedy. They didn't just try to steal my money. They tried to erase me, my identity, my home, my future. But I am still standing, and today, this ends. Silence. A heavy pause. Even the judge leaned back, nodded. Statement accepted. Thank you, Ms. Thompson. Then, the judge turned. Bail denied. All defendants remanded to custody. Pending trial. Next hearing in 30 days. Bam. Gavel. Done. I stood, grabbed my bag, walked right past them. No glance, no words. You don't talk to ghosts. 1 week after the arraignment. First restitution hearing. I sat. Same courtroom. Same judge. Same prosecutor. But this time, different energy. This wasn't criminal. This was financial. Civil penalties. Payback. Judge opened. Ms. Thompson, we are here to determine restitution, total damages, liquidation of assets, recovery of funds. Prosecutor stood, straight to numbers. Your Honor, direct theft, $140,800. Fraudulent loans, $84,500. Attempted refinance damages, $230,000 potential liability. Emotional distress claim, $75,000. Tax penalties from fraudulent filings, $12,400. Total, $5,700. Silence thick. Then the judge spoke, cold, surgical. Defendants will liquidate all assets, vehicles, electronics, jewelry, business holdings, bank accounts, crypto wallets. All proceeds go directly to Ms. Thompson. Defense lawyer tried. Weak. Your Honor, these are excessive. My clients... Judge cut him off. Stop. No games, no mercy. Bailiff handed me a file. Inventory of seized property. I flipped it open. 2022 Dodge Ram repoed. 2023 Tesla repoed. Honda Accord returned. 2 jet skis sold. 4 gaming PCs seized. 8 phones seized. Jewelry appraised at $11,000 gone. Crypto wallet emptied. $24,000 recovered. All theirs. All mine now. Reparations, not revenge. Then the letters came. Family, cousins, uncles, even my own sister. You've made your point. Let it go. He's still your son. What's the point of destroying his life? Destroying his life? No, he destroyed mine. I'm just cleaning up the wreckage. Then came the darker ones. Blocked numbers, texts. Watch yourself. You think this is over? You'll regret this. I forwarded everything to Detective Bennett. Her reply? Standard. Empty threats. Keep sending. Let's stack more charges. And just when I thought I'd seen it all, Darren called. Deborah, brace yourself. What now? We found another bank account hidden offshore. My jaw dropped. Amount? $61,500, sitting in the Cayman Islands. Silence. Then, laughter. My own. Bitter. Sharp. Well, add that to the list. Darren chuckled. Already done. Feds are freezing it now. By sunset, another $61K back, piece by piece. I was rebuilding what they tried to burn down. A letter arrived, certified, legal, from a law office, not a public defender, private, expensive. I opened it, read the first line, almost laughed. Notice of civil action, emotional damages, defamation, financial hardship. My son, his girlfriend, my ex, suing me for ruining their lives. I read it twice. No, 3 times. It didn't get less insane. Claims, emotional trauma, loss of income, defamation of character, public embarrassment, demand $250,000. I nearly choked. You burned down my life, and now you want me to pay for the smoke? Phone, dial. Detective Bennett. She picked up. You won't believe this, I told her. Silence. Then she burst out laughing. This is desperate. It's a bluff. Standard scare tactic. Then I called Alan, my lawyer. His reply? Cold, calm, deadly. Deborah, they just handed us another bullet. Countersuit. Malicious prosecution. Abuse of legal process, sanctions, fees, court costs. Let's bury them deeper. Court. 2 weeks later. Judge entered. Looked irritated. Done. Over it. Their lawyer stood, nervous, sweating, tried to speak. Your Honor, my clients... Judge cut him off, hard. Counsel, I've reviewed the filing. This is not a real claim. This is harassment, retaliation, pure frivolous nonsense. Motion to dismiss, granted. Bam, gavel. Plaintiffs will pay defendants' legal fees, full amount, no exceptions. Their lawyer tried to object. Judge shut it down. No, no more. This court will not be used for games. Sanctions apply. $25,000 fine, payable within 30 days. I stood, looked at them. For the last time, my son, his face, pale, small, lost. All that arrogance, gone. His girlfriend, red-eyed, furious, whispering under her breath, my ex. Shoulders slumped, a man who backed the wrong horse, and knew it. I didn't say a word, didn't need to. I turned, walked out, never looked back. Game over, for good. 3 months later, court was over, charges stuck, sentencing scheduled, every loan erased, every fraudulent debt wiped. My credit restored, clean, better than before. House, safe, locked down, refinanced properly, in my name alone. No ghosts, no parasites, no thieves. Bank accounts secure, new numbers, new passwords. Locked so tight Fort Knox would be jealous. Retirement funds? Replenished. Plus damages. Total recovered, $375,500. Plus assets, plus restitution. And then, the news crew called back. Deborah, your story went viral, over 2 million views. We want to do a follow-up. You inspired people. I agreed, sat down, told it all. No filters, no shame. If this happened to me, it can happen to anyone. Check your credit, lock your accounts, protect yourself, even from family. Thousands of messages flooded in, emails, calls, comments, people thanking me, people telling me they were victims too, people realizing they weren't alone. I wasn't just rebuilding my life. I was helping others rebuild theirs. But it wasn't just the public. The feds called. Deborah, your case opened a much bigger investigation. Your son, your ex. They weren't just scamming you. There's a trail, other victims, other states, possibly federal racketeering charges coming. I closed my eyes, nodded. Good, burn it all down. And then, for the first time in months, I slept. 8 hours, straight. No fear, no nightmares, morning, coffee, sun pouring through the windows, no debt collectors, no fake loans, no letters, no threats, just quiet. My name, my life, mine again. 6 months later, a letter came. Court seal, final notice. Sentencing complete, case closed. My son, 6 years, no parole, fraud, identity theft, elder abuse, wire fraud, federal, his girlfriend, 4 years, plus restitution. My ex, no prison, but stripped. Every account, every asset, gone. Probation, felony record, lifetime financial restrictions. And me, free. Truly. Completely. Finally. I stood in front of the house, locked the door, looked around. The same house they tried to steal, the same house they tried to refinance, erase me. Didn't work. Sold it. By choice. Not by force. I bought a little place by the coast, quiet, clean, safe, windows facing the ocean, fresh start, no shadows, no ghosts. On moving day, I opened the last box, family photos, held one in my hands, my son, tiny, 5 years old, smiling, my chest tightened, fingers shook. I loved you, I raised you, I protected you, and you chose this. I took the photo, snapped it in half, dropped it in the trash. No tears, no breakdown, just release. Then, the best part, I walked to the garage, opened the door, stared at it. The car. The same brand new, shiny, overpriced car that started all of this. Repossession never took it. The dealership handed it over as part of the fraud settlement. Mine now, fully paid, in my name. His last ride, now it's mine. I opened the door, sat behind the wheel, fired it up, engine purred, shifted into drive, looked in the rearview mirror, saw nothing. No past, no debt, no chains. Just me and the road ahead. Goodbye. Foot on the gas, pulled out, drove, never looked back. If you're still here and this story spoke to you, consider subscribing to the channel so you won't miss the next one.